In gaming, legends are usually born from their incredible skill, but one player became a legend for just one reason: money. Meet Archangel Yuji, or more recently known as Abdullah Al Saud, a figure known to millions of gamers not for his headshots or epic plays, but for his utterly insane spending. We're talking over $70,000 spent on a single battle pass in 1 year alone, with estimates that the total spent is over $500,000 to over $1 million. We're talking so many in-game loot boxes that he allegedly had to hire his personal maids just to open them all because it would take him weeks or months to do it himself. This prince also reportedly travels around the world with his entire high-end gaming PC and a massive 85-inch TV to London hotels which cost over £50,000 a night. But this unimaginable spending wasn't just for digital items. It seems to have bought influence too. And that influence, as some gamers would discover, led to an event that exposed a dark truth about who really calls the shots. So, who is the owner of this mysterious Steam account? Well, let's look at the man behind the money, because he's a fascinating contradiction. Despite his large amounts of wealth and influence, Archangel Yuji is in many ways an average gamer. He's a self-proclaimed weeb, an avid fan of Japanese anime and manga. His Steam profiles are constantly updated with avatars of his favorite female anime characters and even other women, as here's a look at the Steam profile pictures he has used in the past. He's known for a strangely polite sign-off on social media, with comments like "thank you for your reply" with a little smiley face after, and using heart emojis very commonly, as you can see here in his over 400 different Steam names he has used. Also, one of his Steam friends is named Aisha Al Saud, following the same format as the Saudi prince's Steam account, Abdullah Al Saud. Looking at the claimed name on the account, there is an old YouTube channel with the bio of the House of Saudi Arabia and Palestinian Al-Sham tribal faction, which seems to be the only known thing about this other identity. Archangel Yuji has played over 10,000 matches in Dota 2 and currently has over 40,000 hours in the game, which equals to over 4.5 years. Beyond just Dota 2 though, his Steam account owns over 2,300 different games. But behind this seemingly innocent, mysterious persona, there seems to be a hint of loneliness. A detail once visible on his Steam profile revealed that he tried to buy friends by giving people tens of thousands of US dollars, only for it to fail. So it seems like even his limitless wealth can't solve everything, and maybe, just maybe, he truly craves a genuine connection, which is why he has been so public and active on these accounts. But his spending seemingly didn't just buy items, it bought change to the game. At one point, he had so many items, some of the most expensive in the game, that he ran into a literal roadblock. His Steam inventory could not hold anymore. He claims he personally got in contact with a Valve developer, Daniel J, who helped him have the inventory size increased, which I can confirm Daniel J is a real Valve employee, so it makes you wonder if he really does have this much power. But who is this person who runs this Steam account really? And why is his true identity such a mystery? This is where our story now turns into a real-life detective mystery. For years, the prince's Steam profile claimed a very specific name: HRH Prince Abdullah bin Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. This directly implied he was the son of the current Saudi monarch, King Salman. In a Reddit comment, he even directly claimed that he was the son of King Salman and that he was Prince Abdullah. But here's the problem, and it's kind of a huge one. King Salman has no public son named Abdullah. Community researchers quickly went searching through public records. While the king has many sons, including the powerful crown prince Mohammed bin Salman, Prince Abdulaziz, Prince Sultan, and some others, the name Prince Abdullah bin Salman is simply missing from the list of the king's children. So, who really is he? This leads us to another complicated royal situation, the prisoner problem. This theory is about a different royal named Prince Salman bin Abdulaziz bin Salman Al Saud. This is the prince who is most often mistakenly identified as the Dota 2 player, with many reports using his picture. The issue is, this Prince Salman has been widely reported as being detained or forcibly disappeared since January 2018. He was held along with his own father as part of a sweeping crackdown on rivals within the royal family. We know from human rights groups and UN reports that this detained Prince Salman was held cut off from all outside communication for the first 7 months of his detention and remained largely isolated until late 2021, with reports that everything they did was being monitored with very little access to the outside world. This creates a massive contradiction. How could a player so active during these years lavishly spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on a video game during this time, while he was detained with no outside communication for years? So the spending and activity simply don't line up with the reality of the detained prince's situation. So you could assume it's not this exact person as the identity behind the Steam account, although some sources will point it to him. This contradiction still leaves us with several theories. The House of Saud is massive. Archangel Yuji or Prince Abdullah could be some other close relative to the king, or is really just a child that was kept off the public radar for political or personal reasons, but still has access to their immense wealth. It's also possible that the royal identity is entirely fake. It could just be a wealthy, non-royal Saudi citizen using the prince persona for attention to build mystique or to simply hide their true identity, especially if they are just cosplaying from a different country. So while his exact title and lineage remain unknown, the most crucial fact is undeniable. He clearly has the spending power of an Arab prince. This financial reality is the true source of his influence, regardless of his specific place in the royal family. And that influence, as we're about to see, was allegedly used to break the rules on Steam. If you ever wanted a clear picture of how Archangel Yuji saw himself, you only need to look at his Steam profile's FAQ section from 2020. On convenience, he explains why he sometimes takes a moment to join games, saying, "The palace where I live is massive, and it takes minutes. It could take more than 30 minutes even to go from one room to another. I would really appreciate it if you gave me a heads up before you invite me." On streaming, he brushes off the need to stream for money with a casual brag. "There is no need for me to stream because we already own billions worth of shares in Twitch's parent company, Amazon." On status, he mentions being invited by the government of China to attend the International 2019 with friends, a personal invite to Dota 2's biggest esports tournament that few outside the pro scene ever achieve. And on architecture, he closes the FAQ providing video tours of the Ritz-Carlton in Riyadh, and bragging that he built it for around $6 billion. He then discusses their ownership of the Jeddah Tower, once planned to be the world's tallest building, stating simply, "Yeah, we own skyscrapers, for example." Now, let's return to how this wealth influenced Steam and got a bunch of gamers angry: the cheating workshop affair. The Steam workshop, but in this case specifically the Dota 2 workshop, is supposed to have an equal opportunity for artists. They design cosmetic items, submit them, and players vote on what items Valve should add to the game. But Archangel allegedly found a way to bend or outright break those rules. It comes down to some cosmetic items he confirmed that he commissioned from some artists, and was even listed as a co-creator on Steam, which seemingly received special treatment from Valve. The 3D models for these sponsored sets vastly exceeded the max polygon count. Think of polygons as the building blocks of a 3D model. More polygons means more detail, like comparing PS5 graphics versus PS2 graphics. Workshop artists are supposed to follow strict polygon limits to make sure items don't slow down the game. You physically can't upload a set if it exceeds the poly count. This implies either a direct exploit or a backdoor provided by Valve. These sponsored sets also reportedly had custom particle effects already attached when they were submitted for community voting. This is a huge red flag because normally artists submit models without effects, and Valve only adds those after a set is officially chosen for the game. This makes it seem like these sets were pre-selected to be added in the game's collector's cache, making the public vote nothing more than a facade. It does seem pretty odd that the 27 workshop submissions he's a part of all were accepted by Valve, and this led into the community being furious with tons of complaints across different social medias. This situation surrounding the prince quickly moved beyond just cheating in the workshop and went into a deep real-world ethical debate on the quote-unquote blood money problem. Nearly every single time his name or account activity came up, players argued about the source of his wealth. His funds, which seemingly are directly linked to the Saudi royal family, make many call it quote-unquote blood money, referencing Saudi's widely reported human rights abuses. But right in the middle of everyone talking about this, the prince himself further stroked the fire by claiming to have funded Dota Dragon's Blood, the Dota 2 anime on Netflix. But this claim has been widely disputed, as the show was officially produced by Netflix in association with Valve and Studio Mer, and there isn't a source about someone else privately funding it. So as shocking as this story is, it's just one piece of a much larger puzzle. This isn't just about a rich guy's hobby, it's a key part of Saudi Vision 2030, a plan to diversify the kingdom's economy beyond oil. Through its public investment fund and its subsidiary Savvy Gaming Group, which is chaired by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, Saudi Arabia has invested tens of billions of dollars into some of the biggest names in gaming entertainment. They acquired esports giants ESL and Faceit for $1.5 billion. They've bought multi-billion-dollar stakes in major publishers like Nintendo, Activision, Take-Two, and Electronic Arts. In the most recent deal, a group led by the Saudi PIF acquired EA for a massive $55 billion. Their influence is also seen in competitive gaming and culture itself, like the Esports World Cup, which they host in Riyadh, attracts the top teams with record prize pools. They have also heavily funded top-tier esports teams like Team Falcons, often accused of using their immense budget to create super teams across multiple game titles. Many critics have labeled this strategy as game washing, using the culturally powerful and popular gaming industry to improve the nation's international reputation and distract from its well-documented human rights records. And it seems like Archangel Yuji himself became the perfect memified face of this strategy. After news broke of the PIF's massive investment in EA, his Steam profile was updated with a simple taunting message: "I bought EA." For now, this is everything we know about this alleged Saudi prince's Steam account. So what do you think? Is he truly the son of King Salman, or is he just someone cosplaying a prince while still spending hundreds of thousands of dollars? If this is truly just some large-scale troll, it is pretty impressive that they are willing to spend so much money just to keep the rumor going.